So
Yeah.
what I'm noticing, Connor, is that you actually have a quite a like the inside of you is a robust city. It's a metropolis of
Oh, wow.
different pulls and pushes and feelings and shoulds.
Okay.
Right? I should hang out with my friends more.
Yeah.
And then I also should make new friends.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do any of that today. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
watch
that
a
does
little bit of
happen.
anime. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's
Yeah.
just what you feel like doing. And so I'm kind of noticing that it's actually like not that it sounds like you've got everything under control, right? So you're like
I
doing
feel like
well.
I've got everything under control. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're doing well in life.
Yeah.
But it's like there's this kind of one slice of the pie that is Connor. That's maybe a little bit out of sorts.
Yeah.
And I'm also getting the sense that, I don't know if so let me know if this resonates with you, but you're kind of like a ping pong of like vague bad feelings on the inside. That if you do this, you kind of feel bad in this way. And then if you don't do that, you feel bad in this way. Is that?
Yeah. Yeah. That can often happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you add any color to that? Like, can you give us an example of how you felt that way or anything kind of jump to your mind? It's a hard question because I'm kind of dumping it on you, but.
No, it's fine. Yeah. I guess it's mainly with the social stuff. I suppose I'm trying to get better at. So I feel like I'm strong in social situations and I understand social situations very well, and I enjoy being in them sometimes. But yeah, just as of late, I suppose maybe I've been. That's why I feel that way. And then maybe there's someone who, which I guess I don't do this normally because I really like, being reliable, and I guess not like a while ago, like a month or two ago, if I schedule to hang out with someone, I'm always going to show up. It's never not going to happen. But then I guess one time, like a month ago, I was like, I just messaged them. It was like a fair amount. It was like a week before, so it was still a decent amount of time. I was like, hey, I just don't think I have time for this. But I did have time, but I just really didn't want to be there, and I felt awful doing that. I'd already agreed to do something, and then I went back on it, and I feel that that's just like I don't know. I hate going back on when I agreed to do something. I really hate it.
What do you hate about it?
I think, I think being reliable as a person is a very trait that I like to hold myself. That I'm kind of I don't know how to describe it. I guess I like to be reliable because I've been around a lot of people who have not been reliable, and it's very frustrating. And it's very, I'm sure everyone can relate when they have that one friend who they know is always reliable regardless of the situation. It's just always great to have around and great to be a part of their life. And so I like to think that by being a reliable person, not only do I make my life easier, but also I can then enrich the lives of people around me by just being a reliable person.
Sounds like a win-win situation.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, sometimes it sucks because you agree to things. You're like, I didn't want to do that. But, I think that it's more important to be reliable and do something than just always flake or not show up to things or not do things when you promised or miss deadlines. I don't think I've ever missed deadlines or done anything like that. I always make sure I do everything on time.
How do you feel about that?
I guess I like that I feel I'm responsible. I don't know if everyone around me feels the same way, but I like that. I don't know. I guess there's some form of pride from being a reliable person, I suppose.
Do you feel pride? You like proud of yourself? Like, there's a reliable guy right there.
Only when you work. Sometimes you work with someone and they're so unreliable. Where you're like, wow, I'm doing the bare minimum constantly. Like I'm showing up and I'm doing. I'm being a part of things, and when I say I'm going to turn up or I say I'm going to be there on this time, I always show up on that time. And I don't know why I feel that way, but I guess it's just maybe I've just been scarred from everyone around me who I've worked with at some point. Is not everyone, but like a bunch of people who've been pretty unreliable.
And when did you start encountering unreliability in your life?
Oh, absolutely. When mainly when I started doing YouTube, 100%. That was when I started realizing that I was like, oh wow, so many people just don't care.
Do you feel comfortable sharing a story about that? Does anything like come to mind? We're not trying to crap talk anyone.
There's one good story I have that I guess I can really summarize it. So when I started doing YouTube, there was a my chat's gonna be like aware the emote. Sorry when they know this one. It's a pretty bad story. So I started off my YouTube and I did these kind of parody anime videos where I would prank call places as an anime character. Let's not get into that. Whole host of weird. So I used to do these. I would pretend to be this character, and I would call, and then after a while of doing these videos, I kind of realized I was like, oh, it'd be kind of fun if I could bring in more people who could voice some of the other characters that I can't voice to kind of be a part of these videos. This was a different time. It was 2015, so I don't think you'd see a lot of this nowadays. And so I was working with this guy, and he was just always super unreliable. We'd schedule times, wouldn't show up, would you know, not reply for a week or two, would then turn around and kind of ask for money for being in a YouTube video, even though they were making their own YouTube videos. And it was just a whole weird situation. And they were just constantly unreliable, so much to the point where I was like, I never want to be this to someone else. That person also went on to do some horrible stuff and get arrested for aggravated child molestation. Yeah. So yeah, that's all. So that kind of scarred me a lot. I was like, I don't even remotely want to be this kind of person in any capacity. But I was always a reliable person before that. But I think when I got into YouTube, I realized from working with that creator and a bunch of other creators at the time and a few other people in the same kind of industry, I was just so tired of working with people who just would say one thing and never deliver on it.
Yeah, sounds like an absolute mess.